I haven't, like, I'll never say, yeah, it's 100% closed. There's obviously a lot of great people in this whole franchise and in this world, but for me, I just like being able to reflect on everything. I just like I look forward to, if it's not someone from the franchise, that to me seems really attractive right now. Just to kind of almost get a little bit more back to normalcy in that regard for like my dating life. Maybe like I definitely the next, relationship that I get into, I would love to just keep it a little bit more private. I know it's not entirely possible. Like it's never going to be like it could have been in the past, but um, I kind of crave that privacy a little bit. So that's not to say like I wouldn't if it's the right person. Sure, I'm gonna go with it, but being a little bit more private is not the worst thing. Yeah, a great concept, absolutely delicious. So for me, obviously, like it's no secret, I travel like crazy. I'm always on the road, and
Right.
well, I love that. But I've always said the hardest thing is maintaining a healthy lifestyle and healthy eating habits because your weird hours not always the best options with you. So for me, it's been awesome with dirt kitchen snacks to just have packed in my bag, always have them available on the go. If I'm hungry, if I'm on a flight, long flight, if I don't have a meal, I can grab them. They're delicious. It's just my healthy alternative. They really save me, and um, they're the tastiest things ever. It's just super cool, like the whole concept. So they're upcycled vegetables, so it's great for the planet. It's great for you. You're getting your veggies in there that maybe I wouldn't be getting the full amount that I need every day. It's super easy to travel with. You don't have to refrigerate them. They're air dried, and yeah, they're just it's the perfect travel on the go snack that I've been using, and it's been great, and they make me feel great. And um,
Yeah.
I recommend them all my pilots whenever whenever we're up in the cockpit and we're flying. I'll pull one out and like, hey, what is that? And I'll give it to them. I get them hooked. So it's slowly making its way through the airline industry. So yeah, everything's starting to. You have to definitely the whole. If you were traveling all in the pandemic, you may have been in a weird way spoiled in a way, just with traffic getting in the airport, travel lines, check-in lines, security lines. That's all back now, which is good, but it's also bad, obviously, because you got to give yourself plenty of time, ample time getting to the airport. Obviously, with all the procedures now with COVID and making sure that you have, whether if you're going internationally or whatnot, you have your vaccine card or your negative test. Just plan ahead with that. Just don't get frustrated. It takes a lot longer now, but it just is what it is, and people are just trying to keep everyone as safe as possible. Keep your masks on when we're flying. It's honestly, it's it sucks to see a lot of you hear a lot of stories with flights and crews having to take the airplane back to the gate and return is because people won't keep a mask on. Listen, everyone hates a mask, obviously, but it's federally mandated. We have to do it. Just listen to your crew members' instructions. We're not trying to get on you, but we're just trying to keep you safe and follow the law. And then and just look forward to getting back to traveling and what we all love to do so much. We've all been kind of cooped in, for so long, and it's so cool now to see. And I've had the opportunity to do some cool trips recently, and to get out there and do what makes so many of us feel so alive. Just enjoy it. I think there's a certain appreciation that's going to come now for what we haven't been able to do for so long. Like we're never going to take that for granted again, and just be excited and get out there and start planning trips and just enjoy it. I'm training for the marathon right now, New York City Marathon, and never thought I'd ever do that in a million years. I'm not a long distance runner. I've, in high school I was a sprinter or whatnot, played football, nothing long distance. So my roommate Dustin, he challenged me to get into it, and we're partnering up with Achilles, which is a great foundation to benefit them as well for the marathon. But just trying to get, so I just turned 30, just trying to. I feel like I've never actually reach my peak potential, like physically, and that's all on me. It's for whatever reason, laziness or whatnot in the past, but really just realizing like I'm not getting any younger, so if I'm going to do it, I got to do it now. And just treat your body like a temple. Like it sounds so cliche, but you only get one. And I think going through this whole pandemic too, you have a healthy body, just be so grateful for that and treat it right and give it the right nutrients and work out and make it all that a priority. I'm really just trying to make that a focus in my life now. And I think it's a cool thing to have a goal to with the marathon, and just be able to prove to myself, like, you can do anything that you set your mind to. And it seems like a really daunting task right now, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen.
Any nerves around that, or how?
100%. 100%. We're about a month out, and my max I've ran in one time was like 10 miles, and that's not even half of what our marathon is going to be. But been pretty busy, traveling a lot. I got a run later today with Dustin, and this last month I'm really gonna ramp it up. But I hopefully can I'm gonna finish it. I'm putting it out there. I'm gonna make it across the finish line. Yeah, no, 100%. Just clean eating in general. In the past, like, I've been kind of a fast food junkie, which has not been good. Obviously, just that partly is being in an airport all the time, and that's really like the main source of food that you have available to you. It's kind of tough. So just planning ahead. That's why Dirt Kitchen Snacks is so great for me, just because it's so easy. I can just throw so many of them in my bag, and they keep me from kind of cheating and having those bad meals that I shouldn't when I'm having a craving, or I'm starving and it's late at night. I get into a city in the middle of the night and there's nothing else open. So just clean eating, intermittent fasting. I'm trying to stay super strict on. Not breaking my fast until around noon, and then just having a 6 to 8 hour window, and being strict with that, and resting. Sleeping. It's tough to New York. True, I get it. Why they say the city never sleeps, because there's so much going on all the time. But rest is the most important thing, and just making that a priority. Hey, New York has been a dream. I knew I was going to end up here, at some point. I always said, like, I wanted to move out here for like a year or two, just get the experience. But now I'm like, I honestly don't know how I ever leave. Like, I love the city. I love the energy. I love how it makes me feel. I love the seasons. Love the people. I definitely obviously miss home and my family back in LA, but it's cool when they get to come out and visit, and I get to share, the experience with them. And honestly, it's been a dream. It's been everything and more. I hope that I was considering it, this past season. And then my work, made the decision for me, which was great. The only reason I like had it, as an interest in my mind is just like, I feel like it could be it's the one avenue I haven't tried, obviously. And being able to just focus on like one person, to me, I just feel like would be so much more organic for me, and just like how my style is. Like, it's tough dating so many people. Being able to just focus on one, that kind of environment, I think, would be more conducive to a legit good relationship coming out of it. But hopefully, this time next year, that's not even a thought, because I'm meet someone or whatnot, so I don't even have to think about it. I am just looking for someone that this hasn't changed. Like, I've said it since day one. Just the biggest thing is a sweetheart. You have a sweetheart, and you show that kindness, and in your everyday life. Like, I can put up with so many other things. Obviously, no one's perfect, but just someone that truly knows like where they're at, what they want, has a certain level of independence, but has also that thirst for life. And like, I'm never gonna, my thirst for life and adventure, and my lifestyle, sure, will change at a certain point. Say you have a family, obviously it has to, but who I am at my core, like that's just me. And I need someone to kind of be able to match that energy, and just willingness to explore, and just enjoy life to the absolute fullest. But at the end of the day, just sweetness is the biggest thing that I could ask for in someone, and they just show that in their everyday life. I think it was, I don't know how to say. I don't regret anything. It was, obviously a lot going on in that moment, but I truly feel like everything, it worked out the way that it was supposed to work out. And while I was so thankful for those relationships at that point and going through that, I don't think about them, or like, I'm not hung up on that at all. Like, I have moved on, and I'm only looking forward, and so much has happened. It's kind of hard, like, when you say that, to go back to that. I feel like so removed, honestly, from that. I know it's not been that long, but like, in my mind,
Yeah.
like, just the work I've kind of put into, like, just being in a good place, and leaving that in the past. Like, I really have like left that in the past. I don't even like think about that anymore. I'm just like, I'm in such a good spot now, and I'm so happy about that. And I'm only looking forward. No, I think, listen, I'm always going to be Kelly's biggest fan, and nothing will ever change that. You know, it just is what it is with public relationships, and having people like, you know, be invested in it. You're always going to have, if it ends, unfortunately, you're going to have, you know, opinions all across the board. But no, I want her to be so happy. I want her to find the love of her life. Like, I want her to have the best life ever. And, you know, yes, it didn't work out between the two of us, but I still wouldn't trade that experience for anything. Like, I absolutely love those, you know, those 9, 10, 11 months with her. So yeah, I just wish her nothing but the best, honestly.